ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय सद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। श्रीराधया प्रणयमहिमा कीदृशो वनेव स्वाध्यायेन भूतमधुरिमा कीदृशं वमदीय सौख्यं चास्य मदनुभावता कीदृशं वेति लोभात् तद्भावयाद्य समजानि सचि गर्भसिन्धु हरिन्दु अनर्पितं चरिं चिरात् कारुण्यवतीं कलौ समर्पयितुमुन्नतुजरसं स्वभक्ति श्रियम् हरिपुरसुन्दरदुति कदम्ब सन्दीपिता सदा हृदय कन्दकेषु स्फुरितवै सच्चिनन्दना कालिन्दितन्नतटया सुरदमन्दवृन्दावनं विहाय लवनामुदं पुलिनपुष्पवाटिं गता धृत अरुणा कपटसुपीतवास हरिः तिरोहित निज छवि श्री गौरांग में गति श्री गौरांग में गति नित्यानंदम नमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानंद प्रदायने कलोकल्मषनाशाय श्रीजान्मपतये नमः। मेघमेदरम्बं वनभूमि श्यामतमारनक्तं ध्रुवं धियों तमेव राधे प्राप्तम् इत्थं नन्दनिदेशितं प्रत्यध्वजकुञ्जं ध्रुवं राधा माधव यजन्ति यमुना कुले रहे केलया श्री राधा माधव यजन्ति यमुना कुले रहे केलया भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराध लक्ष्य क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृंदे नमस्ते चरणारविंदम श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। एवरीबॉडी टुगेदर। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Welcome everyone. Hearing Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, the glories of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explaining the glories by giving the introduction in the first chapter, explaining about Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, and then how Krishna he entered. Krishna who says Sadhu Hidi Mayam, Sadhu Hidim Tamham. I'm in the heart of Sadhu and Sadhus are in my heart. All these topics we have already heard, and the best amongst all the pastimes of Sri Krishna, we try to touch that in one or two classes. The festival of Ras, Ras Utsav Sampravatta Gopi Mandala Mandita, the master of all mystery, Yogeshwarena Krishna, Tasya Madhve Dve Dve. How Sri Krishna in the middle of the pair of the gopis dancing, and also in the middle of that circle of gopis with Radharani, so expertly, skillfully dancing that even demigods came on their airplanes, but not blocking the the moon rays. They were above sun, above moon, so that the rays of moon, the soothing rays of moon, can also helping as a stimulating the pastime, the amorous pastime of Radha and Krishna, this Ras Leela. Demigods were not able to see the gopis. They have no adhikar. Do they have adhikar to see Krishna? Even not, but they are servants of Krishna. Krishna assigned them so many tasks. And according to their position, they are serving Krishna, but they have no adhikar to see the gopis, the Braj gopis. So we can understand from this point who can have adhikar to see Braj gopis. Only those who have desired to become the maid servant of Braj gopis. Those who have desire to become maid servant of Radharani, only they can see this. So therefore, the wives of demigods, the Devis, they are seeing the gopis because they have this desire, right? Even Lakshmi can't see this. What to speak of demigods? So many details we try to hear, touch few points, and it's not something what I said. It is what our Acharya said. Shri Vishnu Chakur Thakur, Shri Sanatan Goswami Pad, Shri Jeev Goswami Pad. They are the one who's giving us this information, and I'm just a news reader. Whatever information they're supplying, I'm reading that. That's all. So in that, if I get some blessings from them and from all of you, I think my time, my life, everything is a success. Next verse. अनेकत्र प्रकटता रूपस्य तस्य यत् एकदा सर्वदा तत्स्वरूपे स्वप्रकाश इतिरियते. Now, Sri Kaviraj Goswami, because uh, in the second chapter, he's going to reveal or going to speak about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he's making a ground, a foundation that we should know who is this personality, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is all introduction. So when we give introduction, that means the glories of that person from all perspectives is being explained. What is the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Don't consider him as an ordinary bhakta. As many people in India, they think like this. Even when we were in school, in our school, history books, we used to have chapters of, in history, we used to read many acharyas because in India is a land of religion. So even now, this is a subject in our history books. So many gurus from different sects, we used to read about them, learn about them, and write essay about them. And there was one section, small paragraph about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. We used to read this in, I think, 6th or 7th standard. A personality with saffron cloth, raised arms, but history saying he is a devotee. He was a Shuddha Bhakta, a pure devotee of Krishna. This is what they can explain about this. They don't know further. Ah. So we read this, but not detailed explanation. So, but now when we're hearing Chaitanya Charitamrita, we're going to hear the glories of Mahaprabhu, and this is a foundation. That who is that personality, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself. Therefore, from all perspectives, from angles, Kaviraj Goswami taking quotations from different scriptures. that's the that's the work of Acharya. Not that what I'm saying, but what is explained by other Acharyas to prove the point. So the whole Vaishnava community and the whole world in all times, they will understand this and they have to believe this because the references are there. So we see in Chaitanya Charitamrita so many references from Bhagavatam essence of all scriptures from Brahma Sutra, okay? From 550 Brahma Sutras. Not all are mentioned, but some of them. Janma dasya yataha, athato Brahma jigyasa, anavriti shabdat, ipsne tattu samanvayat. All these Brahma Sutras, yeah. And Vedas, Puranas, 108 Upanishads, Bhakti Samya Sindhu, Ujjwal Nilmani, Brihad Bhagavatamritam, Krishna Sandarbha, Bhakti Sandarbha, Prem Sandarbha, I mean Priti Sandarbha, Tattva Sandarbha, Bhagavad Sandarbha, then Vaishnav Toshni Tika of Jeev Goswami, and Vidagdha Madhav, Lalit Madhav, Hamsa Dutta, oh, every, the books of all Goswamis, the Angeli Kaumadi, Stavamala, Krishnadas Kavi, we have not even heard of this name, right? So by reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, we will all come to know about the names of these books. And Kaviraj Goswami showered such a blessing of nectar just by reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. We'll come to know about all these great books of our acharyas and how beautifully he's taking references to establish something very potential, to establish who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is all introduction to make us understand the glories of Mahaprabhu. Don't think he is an ordinary bhakta. He is Supreme Lord. So let us hear today what Kaviraj Goswami explained about this verse. The meaning explained by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, just one line meaning, saying, the meaning of this verse is, when Krishna with one form, he manifests similar forms, those similar forms of Krishna is known as Prakash. A name is given to those similar forms when he expands himself. We just heard Krishna expanded himself and he entered all the queens, palaces of the queens. And then Krishna manifested himself, so many forms, and dancing with 300 million gopis, as Vishnu Chakur Thakur explained. So there have to be one name, although they are all Krishna. But this is spiritual world. Everything has one name. Every relationship has one name. Even Krishna is not, I mean, every feature of Krishna and every attribute of Krishna has been counted. And there are 96 varieties of Krishna, not 96 kinds of Krishna. 96 varieties of his different exhibition of his different, how to put in words, of his pastimes or of his activities or of his different dealings. Yeah, 96 varieties. I explained this earlier, right? Do you remember? No? This is explained in Ujjwal Nilmani by Rupa Goswami. No? That there are 4 kind of Nayak, heroes. Dhirodat, Dhirodat, Dhirashan, and Dhir Lalit. Different postures or different natures, 4 kind of Nayak. But amongst these 4, Krishna is more manifesting as Dhir Lalit Nayak. Whereas all other heroes, the examples of all other heroes, the name is given to Shri Ram, to Shri Bhim, Yudhishthir, etc. But this is again highlighting one of the quality of Shri Krishna. But Krishna himself is as Dhir Lalit Nayak, explained by Rupa Goswami in Ujjwal Nilmani. Now there are four, right? 4 multiplied by 3. Purna, Purnatar, Purnatam. Complete, more complete, and most complete. Understand? 4 into 3, 12. Then Swakya and Parakya. 12 into 2, 24. Then there are 4 different natures of Krishna, how he tell lies to Radharani. So Anukul, Dakshin, Shat, Drishta. 4. 24 into 4, 96. 96. And all description is given in Ujjwal Nindmani. Sometime we will hear this. Although it's in Hindi, I will try my best to translate each and every of this. So many details. Maybe on a series of lecture during the Krishna Janmashtami, Krishna Tattva. And then Radharani, again, in Ujjwal Nindmani, 350. I don't know what's the good word to say, varieties or, yeah, varieties, 350. Krishna is 96, Radharani is 350. And combination of Rasaraj Shri Krishna and Madanakya Mahabhav Sarupani Radha Thakurani combined form is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just imagine. That's why we say Avatar Sar Gaur Avatar Keno na bhaji Nwami. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Avatar Sar, essence of all avatars. The combination. Radha Bhav Tuti Solitam Nami Krishna Sarupam. So even though Tribhanga Lalit, 3-band form, carrying fluid, peacock feather, Shikti Puch Maulai, this Krishna. But when Krishna manifests, this is the meaning of this verse, just this one line meaning of this verse. But we can go deep into the understanding. When Krishna with us, he manifests himself in as many forms, similar like Krishna, then it's called, that word particular is called Prakash. Manifestation, Prakash. But who is Jagannath? Isn't Jagannath is Krishna? Why a particular word is given Jagannath? We could have said Krishna. Yeah, Jagannath is Krishna, but with special features of Krishna. Special feature here means the special mood of Shri Krishna when he is exhibiting as Mahabhav Prakash. Mahabhav. When he is seeing the separation mood of Radharani. Now this is a very detailed topic. But just in short, when Krishna came all the way from Dwarika to see, to meet Brajavasis, in that pangs of separation and with a desire to meet with Radharani, especially, he arrived all the way from Dwarika, all the way he arrived to Nidhivan in Vrindavan, as narrated by Srila Gaur Govind Goswami Maharaj. When he arrived Nidhivan, he is seeing that separation mood of Radharani. And by seeing this, his eyes dilated, big eyes, his arms, his legs went inside. He melted. But he's Krishna. He melted. That form of Krishna is called Mahabhav Krishna. And precisely, we can say Jagannath. The name of Krishna is Jagannath. What is Krishna? Yeah, but Jagannath. Shri Krishna who's carrying peacock feather, putting peacock feather, carrying flute, three band Krishna. Tribhanga Lalita Shri Krishna. Dheer Lalita Krishna. Radha Raman Krishna. Radha Kant Krishna. Radha Madan Mohan Krishna. Radha Govind Dev. Radha Gopinath. Radha Gokulanand. Radha Sham Sundar. Radha Damodar. Radha Madhav. Radha Chher Chikan. And Radha Giridhari. Gandharvika Giridhari. You see? Radha Vallabh is Krishna. But a special feature when Krishna seeing Radharani, that vision, Krishna goes through some transformation. That particular transformation feature of Krishna is Jagannath. Okay, who's Mahaprabhu? The combined form of Sri Radha Krishna. Then we can say Krishna because Krishna is also present there. Oh, Krishna is also present there. We can say Krishna. No, the special feature we say Mahaprabhu. Just like everyone knows about sweet rice. Huh? Why we don't say milk rice? Why the word milk is absent from that sweet rice? Because milk is, the rice is cooked in that milk and it got condensed and added sugar on that. It becomes sweet rice. We don't say milk rice. That doesn't mean milk is not present in the rice. Milk is there in the rice, but we say sweet rice. Just example, it's just one example. Similarly, Mahaprabhu means Krishna who got totally engrossed in the mood of Radharani. In that absorption of Radharani, when Krishna start uttering Radhe, 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 his complexion start changing. But when he gets 10% absorption in Radharani, then we call Mahaprabhu. Radha Bhav Duti Svaditam, Nomi Krishna Sarupam. The complexion. The complexion of Krishna disappeared. The complexion of Radharani is prominent there. No. The milk is disappeared, but milk is still present in sweet rice. And sugar is added on the top. It becomes sweet rice, right? That waves, the tarangas, the waves of the moods, union and separation, union and separation. The wave comes, go down. It comes up, goes down. This is called vivarta. The union in separation and the separation in union. That's the sugar added. And this feature of Krishna becomes, is called and named or known by the word, by the name Mahaprabhu. Understand? Mahaprabhu. And what Mahaprabhu is doing? Krishna being Mahaprabhu in that particular form, he is inspiring everyone with a service mood and he himself is serving both together. Apni na kar le dharma shikha na jaye. He is inspiring everyone to serve and he himself is serving. And by doing this, what he is propagating? Bhakti. That bhakti which is only the means to get proximity with Krishna. Bhakti reva nayati, bhakti reva darshati, bhakti vash purusho, bhakti reva bhuyasi. It is only bhakti which can brings us in proximity with Krishna. It is bhakti by which one can see Krishna. Yeah, only bhakti. What is the nature of that bhakti? Mahaprabhu is showing this. Bhaj Datu Sevayam. What is the meaning of bhajan? Bhajan means sevaya, seva. Connecting to this, the words from Bhagavatam, Save mana Krishna pancha, Save pumsam paro dharma, Yatha bhakti adhokshaje, Ahetu ki apratihita, Yayatma suprasiddhiti. Save pumsam paro dharma. The only one dharma, the duty of every individual, irrespective of male, female, bird, insect, animal, aquatic, whatever, whoever it is. Only one dharma, not different dharma. What is that? Yatha bhakti adhokshaje. The bhakti, devotion at the lotus feet of Adhokshaj, Bhagwan Adhokshaj, which means this is again a feature of Krishna. The word Adhokshaj means one who is beyond senses, one who cannot be perceived by the material senses. This is again one form of Krishna. When Krishna manifests in the form of a deities, we can see Krishna, right? But still Krishna cannot be perceived by the senses. So when Krishna cannot be perceived by senses, we call Adhokshaj. Unflinching devotion at the lotus feet of Shri Krishna, who is beyond the senses, is Adhokshaj. So Save Pumsam Paro Dharmo. Even when I say Pumsam, the shloka say Pumsam means everyone, even birds. Garudji was a carrier of Vishnu, bird. Kag Bhushandi, speaking the pastimes of Ram all the time, bird. Gajendra was elephant. Oh. Then trees. There are many examples. I'm not going detail into that. This other stream, male, female. So Save Pumsam Paro Dharma, Yatha Bhakti Adhokshate. What kind of that bhakti? Ahetuki Apratihta Yayatma Suprasiddhiti. Ahetuki. This word in the whole shlok, in the complete verse, has so much significance. Ahetuki. What is the meaning of Ahetuki here? The bhakti which has no karan, no cause. In other words, that bhakti which is unconditional. Unconditional bhakti. When there is condition in bhakti, then that bhakti is not pure bhakti. A condition. Because Krishna, you are handsome, I want to love you. Because you are very rich, you have opulence, I want to love you. Because you're full of beauty and strength, I want to love you. Because you have complete knowledge, and even then you are renounced here, I want to love you. Condition is there. Why I raise this point and why I'm taking this verse from Bhagavatam to establish, we'll come to conclusion in the last, to establish who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in parallel to that, the glories of Radharani. And why we have started this point, describing with my limited understanding commenting on this verse, how Krishna, when manifest in different forms with the same features, is called Prakash. Yes. Can you give me that? Excuse me. So, what I was saying, यथा भक्ति अदोक्ष अहेतु की अप्रतिहता. In that bhakti should not be conditional, unconditional. Forget about Mathura and Dwarika. Okay, let us remember why we have to forget. Because now we are trying to do a comparative study. The bhakti of Mathura. Let us see about Madhurya Bhav, means loving relationship. Who was the one in Mathura who developed love with Krishna? When we when we speak about Mathura, that means Kubja. Kubja fell in love with Krishna. So, an ordinary statement can say, love with Krishna is love, no matter who. Even Meera developed love with Krishna. And in Vrindavan, there are so many bhajans. I don't know what's happening. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav. In Vrindavan, there are some bhajans which say, oh, Meera and Radha, they have same love with Krishna. Love with Krishna doesn't matter, whoever it is. Meera also developed love, and Radha. They are the only two personalities in Vrindavan who developed love with Krishna. Is there any comparison between Radharani and Meera? No. But these people, ignorant, they don't understand the tattva, and they just make some, some like movie kind of songs explaining, oh, love is love. And that's too about Krishna, who is absolute truth. So it doesn't matter whoever it is. No, it matters a lot. That's Siddhanta. That's Tattva. There is no comparison between Radharani and comparison with Meera. Nothing. Similarly, when we say love of Mathura, then all of a sudden the name comes in the mind, Kubja. She developed love with Krishna. She just offered little sandalwood on the forehead of Krishna. And Krishna wanted to reciprocate with Kubja. He took his hand and touched on her chin, and other hand on her waist, and his feet on her feet, and just one jerk. Chiropractor, yeah? Chiropractor. And acupressure. Such a wonderful acupressure that Kubja became straight. Kubja was three bent and the best doctor, chiropractor. Kubja became so beautiful. And by seeing Krishna, she developed that love with Krishna, fall in love with Krishna. What is this love? This love is called Sadharni Rati. Ujjwal Nilmani, Shri Rupa Goswami Pad. In Ujjwal Nilmani, Shri Rupa Goswami Pad explained this Rati, this love of Kubja is Sadharni, ordinary like. Why ordinary like? The category is ordinary likes because in this, when the object of love is right in front of a person, there is so much overflowing of love in the heart. When Krishna, the object of love, in front of Gubja, she feel overflowing of love. And the mood is, by being in love with Krishna, I will be so much happy and satisfied and blissful. That's called Sadhanirati. Where the mood is, I will get satisfied and I will extract bliss be by along with Krishna. Yes, that's also have to do so much with our daily practices. Why we are chanting Harinam? Why we following Gadashi? Oh, by chanting Harinam, I feel bliss. That's one understanding. Oh, you get bliss by chanting. That is your motivation. That's your concern. Is Krishna happy with your chanting or not? That's the prime concern. If Krishna is happy or not, if Gurudev is happy or not. So, because I feel happy, I feel good, I feel blessed when chanting or performing any spiritual practice, that's called ordinary like love. Still, it is good. It's better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. Still, it is ordinary like love. So, Kubja is Sadhanirati. Then, queens of Dwarika, they love Krishna, they take care of Krishna, they serve Krishna. But that Rati, that prem, that love is called Samanjasya Rati. Now someone can say, why are you speaking all these high topics? It's not high topic. This is Siddhanta to establish that what, under whose guidance we are worshipping Krishna. That's the whole, the whole scenario is like that. It's not something about, and that's true. We are not qualified. That doesn't mean we don't need to read or learn this. That makes us firm in our heart, firm conviction, because this is called Siddhanta. And it is that Siddhanta, bole chitte na karo alas. Don't be get lazy by not hearing Siddhanta. Don't make yourself lazy that I don't want to hear Siddhanta. Oh, past time, very good. Oh, Ras Utsav Sampravatto. Gopi Mandal Mandita, the festival of Ras Leela, dancing together. It's not only about dance. Who's making them dance? Is Krishna dancing? No. Is Radharani dancing? No. It's Prem who's making both of them dancing. And the doer is Ras Leela, not even Krishna. That's Siddhanta. So when we hear Siddhanta with rasa, it gives wonderful flavor and firm conviction in the heart, under whose guidance we are worshipping Krishna. Who is the aim and object of our Gaudiya Vaishnava of worship? Is Sri Krishna? No. Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur explained, we are Shaktas. We are Shaktas. You know Shaktas? Worshipper of Shakti. But transcendental Shakta, not the Shakta, worshipper of Durga. But transcendental Shakta means worshipper of spiritual potency Radharani. That's why the comparative study is being done here. Kubja Rati is Sadharni Rati, ordinary life. How about Dwarka, queens? That love, that Rati is called Samanjasya Rati. Means, what is the meaning? The mood there is, by serving Krishna, he will get satisfied and pleased. And with that, we will also get satisfied and pleased. So both are there. That's why this frame, this Rati is called Samanjasya Rati. But if we compare this to Braj Gopis, and amongst Braj Gopis Radharani, this Rati, this love, this frame is called Samartha Rati. Samartha. Samarthan means capable. Yes. This is the correct one. Capable to serve Krishna. It's not that easy to serve Krishna. Muyanti yes Surya. Brahmaji get bewildered. Indra get bewildered. Demigods get bewildered. Shiva get bewildered. Ah, many get bewildered. It's not that easy. Who can serve Krishna? Are Vipaksha, Chandravali, Shabya, Padma, the Vipaksha, also serving Krishna. Is he satisfied? No. Because Chandravali, as explained by Rup Goswami, Chandravali mood is like Grit Sneha, ghee like, ghee like. That means, can someone eat ghee like this, raw ghee? It's not that much palatable. Even the smell of ghee, maybe some people they eat, but it's in general criteria. Just eating raw ghee with a spoon is not that palatable, not that tasty, right? Something added on the ghee, then oh, that's wonderful, very tasty. So Chandravali Rati is like Dhrit Sneha, ghee like. Is she capable to serve Krishna complete? No. Krishna has to come to Radharani all the time. She is capable, Samartha Rati, because her Rati is Madhu Sneha, honey like. And honey is so sweet. One can eat honey as many times as that one person can if capable. No need any other ingredients. So Madhu Sneha, Samarthavan, Samartha Rati, capable Rati. This is under love. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Chaitanya Charitamrita, we're going to hear the next chapter explaining देवी कृष्णमय प्रोक्ता राधिका परदेवता सर्व लक्ष्मीमय सर्व कांति समोहनी परा सर्व लक्ष्मीमय सर्व कांति. What is the meaning सर्व कांति? Kanti means splendor. The meaning of kanti is splendor. But here Kaviraj Goswami is saying kanti is not splendor here. The Radharani is very fulgent. Sarva kanti may. Oh, very fulgent. No. Here Kanti means Kanti Shabde Krishna Sakala Vancha Rahe or Krishna Sakala Vancha Radhita Rahe. Kanti means all desires of Krishna. And who can satisfy all desires of Krishna? Okay, Ekmatra, only Radhita Rahe. Only Radha Rani. Krishna Sakalvancha Radhita Rahe. Only Radharani is capable to satisfy Shri Krishna. That's why there is no any envious mood in Radharani. Generally, when devotees they hear this, oh, Chandravali is counterpart of Radharani. Oh, Chandravali is like this. No. What is the reason? Radharani, in the 26 qualities described by Rup Goswami from Ujjwal Nirmani, the qualities of Radharani, one quality is Vinit. Vinit Karna Purna Vidagta Pattanvita. Vinit means she is very humble and she facilitates anyone and everyone who wants to serve Krishna. She is always ready to take hands and bring them to Krishna. If Radharani, who is the life of Krishna, if she start feeling little envious of anyone who wants to get Krishna or want to be with Krishna, none of us can perform any bhajan. None of us. What we want? Krishna. What we want? Krishna Prem. Huh? Even in ordinary sense. Just an ordinary. If a wife comes to know my husband is falling in love with someone else, what the wife will do? No need to describe, you can understand yourself. What will happen then? There was one Mahabharata 5,000 years back. There will be one Mahabharata in this lockdown where there will be no one to save and protect. Big Mahabharata. Not Dharam Kshetre, Kurukshetre. Huh? This different Kshetre. The big battle. But you see, Radharani, if she start feeling, because if anyone asks her, what is your aim and object of your sadhana, you sacrificing so much, renouncing all this? Oh, we want Krishna Preet. We want to love with Krishna. All of you. Only like 25 of you sitting here. No, the entire world. All devotee section. Their aim is to love Krishna. Hmm. Will Radharani will accept this? Will she accept this? That all of you want to love Krishna, whereas I only love Krishna? She feel any envious to us? No. She is happily. Anyone who just say, I want to love Krishna, she embrace. Hands in hands, come. Oh Sakhi, come. I will make you close to Krishna. Don't worry. I will make you. But question arises then why she has problem when Krishna goes to the Kunja of Chandravali or other Vipaksha, the counterpart. Radharani personally has no any envious, no personal issues there. But she has only one issue, the satisfaction of Shri Krishna. And she knows very well, only I am capable of fully satisfying Krishna. I know his nature. I know his nature. Even he don't know about himself more than what I know about himself. So only I can serve Krishna, not enjoy Krishna. Be careful. That also a two stream of understanding. Only I can enjoy Krishna. That's not her mood. There's a mood of Kubja, Sadharnidati, ordinary love. That can be the mood of the queens of Dwarika, but not the mood of Radharani. I'm only capable to enjoy Krishna. No, I'm only capable to serve Krishna. That's the reason why Muninda Vinda Vandite Biloka Shoka Harani Prasanna Vakra Pankaje Nikunja Bhuvilasani Brajendra Bhanu Nandani Brajendra Sunu Sangate Kadakari Sasi Hama Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam Pradakari Sasi Hama Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam Muninda Vrinda Vandite. All Munis, everyone, they want to get the dust from the lotus feet of Radharani. There is something why everyone is hankering for this. Why Uddhav is performing austerities at Uddhav Kund in Govardhan, assuming a form of a grass. The associate of Krishna, Uddhav, so intelligent. Vrishti Nam Parvo Mantri, Krishna's Daita Sakha, becoming grass to get the food dust of Radharani. Why Brahmaji, the creator, who knows all Vedas, he wants to become a stone in Braj, and he's carrying on his head the whole the Barsana Gaon on his head. Why Shiva is singing Muninda Vrinda Vandite? Why Krishna? He placed his peacock feather and flute at the lotus feet of Radharani and massage the feet of Radharani. Why everyone is like this? Why everyone? Because of her sacrifice or her mood or her love, that capability that I know how to serve Krishna. And all her activities, all her decorations, everything is meant to only serve Krishna. She is the embodiment of service. She is the embodiment of love, prem. She is the embodiment of bhakti. That's why in that verse, Save Pumsa Paro Dharmo Yatha Bhakti Adhokshaje Ehetuki. This word Ehetuki Apratihita. Ehetuki means unconditional. That makes bhakti pure. Anukulena Krishnushilena Bhakti Ruttama. Ehetuki Apratihita Yayatma Suprasiddhati. Those who knows this verse, they can understand what I want to indicate. That bhakti should be ehetuki. And from where this ehetuki unconditional bhakti reflect? Who is the root of this ehetuki bhakti, unconditional bhakti? Radharani. Because in her love there is no hetu. In her love there is no condition. In her love there is what? Unconditional. Unconditional love. That's why Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada and all Acharya explains, Shukdev Goswami explains, every verse of Bhagavad has relation with, related to the glories of Radharani. Every verse. See this verse. Save pumsa paro dharmo yatha bhakti adokshaje ehetuki apratihita. Baba, what is ehetuki? Unconditional. And who has unconditional love? Kubja? No. Queens? No. In Vrindavan, Dasyaras? Something. But there is some scarcity in Dasyaras. What is that? Nisankoch Seva. Serving Krishna without any hesitation. There's some scarcity in Dasyaras. Serving Krishna is complete, but also one abhav, one scarcity. Nisankoch Seva. Serving Krishna without any hesitation. But this is complete in Sakyaras. Sakha serving Krishna with complete, without any hesitation. Hey, Tumi kaun bada log, tumi hum sam. Hey, you're not greater or superior than us. Hey, Krishna, speaking like, hey, like this. Hey, bend down, become horse. I want to climb on your shoulder. Nisankoch, without any hesitation. There are many details, but I'm just touching this point. Only just touching. But there is something, some scarcity in Sakyaras. That is Lalan Palan. Lalan Palan means there is no mood of nurturing, nourishing Krishna in Vatsalaras. Sorry, in Sakyaras. Not this mood. That's the scarcity. But in Vatsalaras, this is Purna. This is complete. Lalan Palan, nourishing Krishna, taking care of Krishna. But one scarcity in that. I'm not saying this. Rupa Goswami is saying this. What is that? Sarvanga Seva, serving Krishna with complete limbs. Vatsalaras cannot do this. But in Madhuras, the qualities of all other rasas are inclusive in Madhuras. Just like $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, they all are inclusive in $100. Understand? But $100 is not present in $10. $100 is not present in $20. Right? But all these dollars from 1 to 99 is all present in 100. So Madhurya Ras, all the qualities of other ras are present in Madhurya Ras. Das is present, Sakya is present, Vatsalya is present, and Madhur is present. But again, a point of consideration: all these rasas associates, they are serving Krishna in complete according to their rasa. But when we compare this in comparative study, then we see this abhav, incompleteness. But from those who are dasya ras, they are serving Krishna complete in their dasya ras. They feel complete relishing or satisfying Krishna with their ras. Yes. The servant at home serving the master, the servant serving master with his complete satisfaction, and master is happy with the services of servant. But then friend comes at home. Now friend is embracing the householder or sitting with him, joking with him, and he is complete, serving his friend with his laughing and joking. Servant cannot do this. But from the area of servant serving his master, that's complete. The area of that friend serving his friend in joking or eating together, that's complete. But when mother and father, the parents, they have their own role to play, the friend cannot do that. Oh, the friend cannot do that. The son has to touch the feet of mother and father, and mother father can give blessings. So the parents, they are complete in their rasa, in their field, in that area. But when he has to speak intimately to his wife, when he has to go separately, secluded place, to speak to his wife, to say something, to express her feeling or his feeling, to hear her feeling or express his feeling, so that's complete. So Kaviraj Goswami explaining, our Acharya is explaining, every rasa is complete. But when we do tartamya, when we do comparative study, then this is what the conclusion we find out. Madhurya Ras is complete. So Radha Rani, ahetuki, apratihita, jayatma suprasiddhiti. Unconditional love in extreme is only seen in Radha Rani. She is willing to give the food dust from her feet to Narad so that Krishna can smear this food dust on his head. Even though they hearing this aerial voice, or oh gopis, what are you doing? Krishna is Supreme Lord. You go to hell for this by giving your food dust on the feet dust on the head of Krishna. Rather than say we don't care. We can go to hell for million of lifetimes. We don't care. But just by hearing Krishna is only demanding the food, feed dust. What is the problem? Take unconditional love. And this unconditional love expressed by ahetuki, apratihita. This ahetuki, unconditional love expressed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the last verse of Shikshashtakam. What is that? Ashlishlyava padaratam pinashtimam mama darshna hatava karotu va yatha tatha va vidhatu lampato mat prana tastu eva na param. Krishna, I know his devotee, is lampat. Oh, I know. But if he's, even if he's making me cry or he's rude to me by not extending his darshan to me, or if he just embrace me or compassionate to me, still, in all conditions, in every situation, he's the Lord of my life. Mat prananath, he's the Lord of my life. There'll be no any uh, my love will not going to diminish whatever Krishna does to me. If he ignore me, if he neglect me, if he love me, my love will be same. This is called unconditional love. So ahetuki apratita yayatma suprasiddhati. This is called pure bhakti. This is called pure devotion. Yeah. So who is the embodiment of that pure love? And that pure love, pure prem, Frame is pure. There is no need to add the word adjective pure. Frame is pure. But when we say pure bhakti, because there are many varieties of bhakti, that's a different stream to discuss, different topic to discuss. So the conclusion is अहेतुकी अप्रतिहिता ययात्मा सुप्रसिद्ध थी. That अहेतुकी unconditional love one learns from Radha Rani and Mahaprabhu. Now coming to that point from where we started. This is also like a Ras Leela. Gopis are in circle, Krishna is with them, and Krishna is also in middle. And then he's jumping, he's going here and there, and then come back to the middle. Let's come to the middle point. Who's Mahaprabhu? Another feature of Krishna. But what feature of Krishna? The other form of Krishna. That form which is embraced by the complexion of Radharani, embraced by the moods of Radharani. And with that embrace, or with that absorption, Radha Bhav Duti Savalitam, what Krishna is doing? Serving. Bhaj Datu Sevayam. He's inspiring others, he himself doing, and he's inspiring others. For what? Service. What are the examples? Gundicha Mandir, coming soon. Cleaning of Gundicha temple. Mahaprabhu could have ordered his servants, I mean his associates. Even the King Pratap Rudra has supplied all the servants so that Mahaprabhu should not get worried the cleaning of this temple. Mahaprabhu could have ordered his devotees, go and clean the temple, and he could have supervised them. No. Mahaprabhu himself, he took out his cloth and is cleaning each and every corner because Mat Pran Nath. Mahaprabhu saying, my Lord of my life, Jagannath, will come and sit here. We have to clean this area like cleaning of heart to make Krishna sit in the heart. Yatha manti bhutani bhute chuche shanu parvishtam aparvishtyani tatha teshav na teshav. Krishna will sit in that heart. Not Paramatma, but Krishna will sit in that heart. And when Krishna in the sit in the heart, then sadhu hidimayam, sadhu hidim tamaham. Krishna is in the heart of Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu is in the heart of Krishna. As a devotee, not otherwise. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Oh. So, cleaning Gundicha temple, Mahaprabhu is doing this. The Lord of my life, Jagannath, will come and sit here. He is doing himself and is inspiring and teaching others and even correcting them. Should do nicely. And while doing this, what is uttering? Krishna, Krishna. There's no one is saying, bring water, bring pot, bring the broom. No. Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Hey, Krishna, Krishna. Water there. Krishna, Krishna. Just indication. Service to lips and service by hand. Bhaj Dhatu Sevayam. Mahaprabhu, he going to Sri Jagannath temple and begging with his Uttriya. This is for begging, right? He's begging for Mahaprasad from the shopkeepers who are selling Jagannath Mahaprasad. There are different stalls, different shops inside the premises of Jagannath temple. Mahaprabhu happily is begging this. Why? He want to serve. Serve whom? His associates with his Mahaprasad because his dear Haridas Thakur left this world. His most dear Haridas Thakur left this world. And Mahaprabhu is begging this prasadam from shopkeepers. Shopkeepers are saying, oh Mahaprabhu, don't beg. Please go. We will supply whatever you want. Still Mahaprabhu is doing this. Why? To serve his devotees. Mahaprabhu himself is serving this. He himself is doing all these ceremonies to place Shri Haridas Thakur in Samadhi. In Samadhi. When devotees coming from Navdeep Dham, headed by Shri Advaita Acharya Prabhu, Mahaprabhu is running with his devotees from Nilachal to see them on the outskirts of Shri Jagannath Puri. Mahaprabhu used to pay obeisances, putting sandalwood on their forehead, putting garland and embracing them, serving. अहेतु की अप्रतिहिता, यह आत्मा सुप्रसिद्ध थी. So Jagannath is another feature. Mahaprabhu is another feature who is explaining us in the mood of Radharani. What is that? What is explaining? The pure bhakti, the ahetuki bhakti, the ahetuki bhakti. Krishna is saying, Radharani is following. That's why we say Radhe Radhe. Krishna speaks. He's a speaker, and Radharani is following this, and that makes Krishna inspired. I also want to follow. विषय जाति सुख अमार हालात अमा होते कोटि गुण आश्रय आलाद आश्रय जाति सुख पाए मन भाए यत्न स्वादित नारी की करियो पाए. I am the object of worship. I am the enjoyer, Krishna says. But what is that present in the shelter of worship? My devotees and Radha, which I can't taste as Krishna. So yatna swadite nari ki kariyo paye. What shall I do? How can I relish this? हे चिंतित रहे कृष्ण परम कौतुकी हृदय बड़े सदा प्रेम धक धकी. How you translate dhak dhaki? When the heart beats, huh? Thumping, right? Heart of Krishna thumping by thinking, how can I get into that mood of Radharani? I want to become the Ashray Jati. I want to taste this Ashray Jati Sukh, the bliss of Ashray Jati. So his heart is thumping, dhuk, 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 dhuk. So Etu ki apratihita, Yayatma suprasiddhi. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Yesterday I thought, today I will complete 4-5 verses. I was thinking like this. And when I sat here, I was also thinking, today I will complete 4-5 verses. Let us speed up. Buckle up and speed up. I don't know, it's not my fault. Hare Krishna. Shri Radha Rani ki, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai.